touched ground in New York City on the 13th, and it was eerie as hell, man. Hey. This makes for good content. This makes for good content. Let's call it St. Patrick's Day of 2020, because that's when things that's like the moment, right? That day was me like sailing with a gorgeous, gorgeous tailwind and riding really, really high, developing my own theater show, about to probably make a new record.
Paul, Loren, everybody.
Like I had all, I had these grand plans for 2020, like we all did.
The CDC estimates that each infected person could infect between 2 and 3 more people. At this rate, and without further restrictions, there is a projection that the number of infections in the United States could range as high as 214 million, or 2/3 of the nation.
If this happens the way we think it's gonna happen, I'm not gonna have a career anymore.
And so this is a dude, as you'll rightly see in this vlog, people who don't know him, who's quite sprightly.
The GOAT, Campari. Nothing better. Nothing will ever have this kind of magic.
Always in a good mood, just shining a light everywhere he goes.
Paul! It looks like our winner is Paul, everybody!
And I started to get worried because everybody was worried in the spring of 2020 for good reason, but this was like worse because he was clearly financially impacted and then emotionally impacted. So it was just like you could feel the weight of the dude sort of coming on, like he was coming unhinged a little bit.
And then the gigs dried up. So every time I would approach music, it would be both super painful and super healing. Painful in that I'm playing an instrument and I'm singing and I'm remembering life the way it used to be, where I'd be on stage doing this with people, with the band, and I'm singing these songs that I wrote about the joy of life and the optimism of life, and here we are. But also healing at the same time of like, this is the shit that I know. These are the resources that I have, and this is my crutch right now. I'll take solace in the theory that somewhere there's still some bliss. Just one place that's bright and cheery on an evening such as this. Everyone has their own thing that they turn to in the troubling times, and I guess I've always just like, it is cliched, but I come back and I will sit at the piano and I will try to find something new or something that's really pleasing to me. What do you really want from me today? My mom says that I got the cat that I deserve. The studio was an anchor. It reopened in July, and like the moment that they said they were going to figure out a way to reopen it safely was the moment that I said, let's figure out a way to go in and safely record these songs. Had all the voice memos lined up for these 22 songs, and I just Dropboxed them to the guys and said, what can we make here with these things? Maybe I'll bring Matt back in.
Yeah, man.
Just for this. I think we spent 4 to 5 days in the studio, and Jeremy, like, there was no more drastic change than the early April Paul to the late July Paul as far as hope and optimism. I mean, the Paul who left Nashville in tears, literally in my car, couldn't have been a more different Paul than the one who, sat at the keyboard with Oscar Albus in one room on bass and Zach Jones in the other on drums, and we're recording these songs that were about that heartache. And I was like, April Paul couldn't have imagined any of that, certainly. I couldn't imagine in the pandemic that would be possible either. And yet we're doing it. And like, it's unfolding in real time. This year has been quite a damn journey.
Yeah.
So, yeah. How's that all feel to start? Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see some more, make sure to like, comment on it, and don't forget to subscribe. There's a new episode every single week.
It's a long and dusty